Hi crocheters of the world, in this tutorial I will show you how to work a very beautiful and easy scarf, triangular scarf or shawl. Actually depends on how large you want to do it. So we want to begin. I'm working with a DK yarn or a medium worsted yarn and a 3.5 millimeters hook. It's a acrylic yarn, but for this swatch for me it's okay. You can working with any kind of yarn, cotton yarn, lace yarn, so depends of your taste, I don't know. Okay, now we begin with the slip knot, sorry, and with a chain of 4. Yarn over and into the very first chain worked, or the 4th chain from the hook. Insert the hook, I just want, and work 1 double crochet like this. Okay, now chain 3, yarn over and into the same chain where you worked the first double crochet, work 1 more double crochet. Okay, and now yarn over and work into the same chain 1 more double crochet. And this is our first, so the beginning actually of the triangular shawl. Now chain 4 again. Oops. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, and turn. Yarn over and into the chain 3 space, work like this. 1 double crochet, chain 1. 2 double crochets, chain 1, so the second double crochet. 3rd double crochet, chain 1. 4th double crochet, chain 1, and the 5th double crochet, all into the same chain 3 space, chain 1, yarn over and into the beginning chain 3 of the first row, actually where we began, into the 3rd chain, work a double crochet. And this is what we have so far. Okay, now chain 3 and turn, oops, and turn. Into the last double crochet worked here, work 1 double crochet, chain 3, and 1 more double crochet into the same double crochet of the previous row, sorry. Okay, now chain 3 again, skip the first and the second double crochet of the 5 double crochets worked into the 2nd row, and into the 3rd one, which is here, work a single crochet, chain 3, yarn over, and into the 3rd chain of the beginning chain 4 we have the chain 3 plus a chain 1, like space, 1, 2, 3, into the 3rd chain, work 1 double crochet, chain 3, and 2 more double crochets into the same stitch, 1 and 2. This is what we have so far. So actually I just want to explain it to you a little bit, the stitch pattern that we will go on and work with. It's 1 row will be this V-stitch with a chain 3 in between, so double crochet, chain 3, double crochet. And the next we will work into the V-stitches created into the first previous row. We will work the shell with 5 double crochets in between with a chain. So in between the double crochets, yes, a chain. So that's all. Now we worked our 2 V-stitches on one side and the other, and now we will work in these 2 V-stitches shells. So chain 4, always chain 4 when you work the shell row. So chain 4, yarn over, insert the hook into the first V-stitch and work your 5 double crochet shell. So 1 double crochet, chain 1, second double crochet, chain 1, third double crochet, chain 1, fourth double crochet, chain 1, fifth double crochet and chain 1. Into the single crochet here in the middle, into the third double crochet of the previous shell, insert your hook and work a single crochet. Now chain 1, skip directly into the very next V-stitch and work another shell. So double crochet, chain 1, second double crochet, chain 1, third double crochet, chain 1, chain 1, fourth double crochet, chain 1, and the fifth double crochet, chain 1, yarn over and into the third chain of the beginning chain 3 here, work 1 double crochet. Okay, so as you can see, our pattern begins to have a little shape actually. Okay, now we will continue on with the row with the V-stitches. So here we will work a V-stitch, then on the third, always on the shell, on the third double crochet of the shell, we will work a single crochet, chain 3, and here in the middle into the single crochet, so in between the shells we will work a V-stitch. Then on the shell, on the third double crochet of the shell, single crochet, and then a V-stitch here. So as you can see, like this, we will go on and increase with 1, so add actually 1 V-stitch more. So into the next row we will have 1 shell more. So now we have 2 and we want to create 3 V-stitches. So into the next row we will work 3 shell stitches, and this is how we will go on. So chain 3, turn your work, and into the very first double crochet work another double crochet and the V-stitch. So chain 3, yarn over and into the same double crochet, a double crochet, V-stitch, fourth V-stitch made, chain 3, skip directly into the third double crochet of the first shell and work a single crochet, chain 3, always chain 3 with the V-stitch row, and into the single crochet in between the shells, yarn over and work a V-stitch. So double crochet, chain 3, yarn over and 1 more double crochet, and this is our second V-stitch. Chain 3 again and into the third double crochet of the second shell that we have here, single crochet, chain 3, yarn over, and into the third chain of the beginning chain 4, 1, 2, 3, work your third V-stitch, double crochet, chain 3, double crochet. Oops. Always finish the V-stitch row with one more double crochet. Okay, now that we have 3 V-stitches, we will work in each of them one shell, so we will have 3 shells. Chain 4, always chain 4 for the shell row, 1, 2, 3, 4. Chain 3 stands for the double crochet, 1 for the chain 1 space. Now skip directly into the very first V-stitch and work your shell stitch. 1 double crochet, chain 1, second double crochet, chain 1, third double crochet, chain 1, fourth double crochet, chain 1, and fifth double crochet, all into the chain 3 of the V-stitch, chain 1. Now skip directly on the top of the previous shell and into the single crochet work another single crochet, chain 1, and skip into the next V-stitch and work the second shell of the row, sorry. 1 double crochet, chain 1, second double crochet, chain 1, third double crochet, chain 1, fourth double crochet, chain 1, and fifth double crochet, chain 1, all into the same chain 3 space. Now again the same thing, into the single crochet worked on the top of the third stitch of the shell of the previous row, work a single crochet, chain 1, and now complete the last V-stitch with another shell. So 1 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets, chain 1, 4 double crochets, chain 1, 5 double crochets, and chain 1, and into the third chain of the beginning chain 3, one more double crochet. So as you can see, this is actually how we have to go on to obtain our triangular shawl. Really nice. Can you see? It's so nice and so easy. Okay, so we have 3 shells. Now we will begin here with a V-stitch. We will single crochet on the top of the third double crochet of the shell stitch. Then here in between the shell stitches we will work another V-stitch, single crochet on the top of the shell, V-stitch, another V-stitch which is the third, so 1 here, 2, 3, and here at the end we will finish the row. Always begin the row and finish the row with a V-stitch when we have the row with the V-stitch. So actually instead of 3 we will have 4 V-stitches, so into the next row we will have 4 shells to complete. Okay, 1, 2, 3, chain 3 and turn, yarn over and into the double crochet here work 1 double crochet, chain 3, and 1 more double crochet for the first V-stitch of this row. Now chain 3, I said always chain 3 with the V-stitches, in between the V-stitches actually. Okay, 1, 2, 3, into the third double crochet of the shell of the previous row, work a single crochet, chain 3, In between the shells, into the single crochet, work another V-stitch. So 1 double crochet, chain 3, and 1 more double crochet into the same single crochet in between the 2 shells. Chain 3, and into the third, 1, 2, 3, into the third double crochet of the shell, work a single crochet. Chain 3, and in between these 2 shells, work into the single crochet, in between them work another V-stitch. 1 double crochet, chain 3, and 1 more double crochet. Chain 3, and into the third double crochet, work a single crochet. Now chain 3, yarn over, and to finish the round, count 1, 2, 3 into the third chain. So we have 4 chains here. Into the third chain, work your last V-stitch, double crochet, chain 3, double crochet. Finish the row of V-stitches with another double crochet into the same stitch where you work actually the V-stitch. Now, as I said before, as you can see, we have 4 V-stitches. This means that we will work 4 shells in this row. This is the row of shells. For the row of shells, we want to begin always with a chain of 4. Chain 3 for the double crochet, chain 1 for the chain 1 space. And skip directly into the very first chain 3 of the very first V-stitch and work the first shell. Four and 5. Chain 1. Don't forget to chain 1. Always chain 1 with the shell row. Now chain 1 and always chain 3 with the V-stitch row. And into the single crochet worked on the top of the shell, work another single crochet. Now we have 2 single crochets, and here into the very next row we will work the V-stitch. Chain 1, yarn over, into the next into the next V-stitch, work the next shell. 1, 2, and chain 1. 3, and chain 1. 4, and chain 1. 5, and chain 1. Into the single crochet of the top, on the top of the shell, work another single crochet. Chain 1. Skip directly into the very next V-stitch and work another shell. 1 and chain 1. 2 and chain 1. 3 and chain 1. 4 and chain 1. 5 and chain 1. Single crochet into the single crochet worked on the top of the shell. Chain 1 and complete your last shell into the last V-stitch of the row. Double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, this is the second one, then the third double crochet, chain 1, the fourth double crochet, chain 1, and the fifth double crochet, chain 1. Yarn over into the third chain of the beginning, chain 3, work a double crochet. Whoops. So, isn't it beautiful? So easy and so beautiful. You will have working with a medium worsted yarn and a 3.5 or a 4.5 millimeters hook. Actually, you can use in, I don't know, one day you can just make a beautiful shawl with this pattern. Okay, now I'm sure you just know what we have and how we have to go on, because it's really easy. So now we worked our row with 4 shells, so shell row. So we have to work our V-stitch, V-stitch, V-stitch row. So we will begin with a V-stitch here on the top of the first double crochet here. Then single crochet on the top of the shell, V-stitch in between the shells, single crochet on the top of the shell, V-stitch in between the shells, single crochet on the top of the shell, V-stitch in between the shells, single crochet on the top of the shell, and finally V-stitch at the end of the row. Don't forget the first and the last V-stitch, because this is the first or the last one of them is the one that we add in each V-stitch row. So it's very, very important. Okay, now, and don't forget about the chain 3 in between the V-stitches. Very important, this aspect too. So chain 3 and turn. Yarn over and into the double crochet of the previous row, work your first V-stitch. This means 1 double crochet, chain 3, chain 3, and 1 more double crochet. Okay, now chain 3 and into the third double, on the top of the third double crochet of the shell, single crochet and chain 3. In between the shells, into the single crochet, work the V-stitch, 1 double crochet, chain 3 and 1 double crochet, chain 3 again. So always chain 3 with the V-stitch row, always chain 1 with shells row, and into the third double crochet of the next shell, single crochet, chain 3, and into the single crochet in between the 2 shells, work another V-stitch, double crochet, chain 3, double crochet, chain 3, on the top of the third stitch, third double crochet of the shell, work a single crochet, chain 3, and in between the shell, work your V-stitch, double crochet, chain 3, double crochet, chain 3, and into the third double crochet of the shell, work a single crochet, chain 3, and don't forget to work your last 1, 2, 3. Don't forget to work your last V-stitch, 1, 2, 3 into the third chain of the beginning, chain 4 actually. So 1 double crochet, chain 3, 1 more double crochet for the V-stitch, and to finish the row, work 1 more double crochet into the same stitch. Now continue on with the row, shell row. This means that you will work into each of your V-stitch, you will work a shell stitch, and on the top of the single crochet, so of the third double crochet of the shell of the previous row of shells, you will work a single crochet and the chain 1 always in between. So when we work the shell row, we chain 1 in between. When we work the V-stitch row, we chain 3 in between, and of course chain 3 for the V-stitch. Okay, so continue on like this for the length and the width actually that you want for your shawl. You can make it just a scarf, a triangular scarf, and for this I recommend you a thinner, yes, yarn. So it would be really nice. A yarn for a 2.5 3 millimeters hook actually. But if you want to work a pretty nice and large shawl, triangular shawl, you can use, as I said before, a DK yarn, a medium worsted yarn, but also a bulky yarn. Actually, the shawl that you saw into the photos before, the pictures before the tutorial, was my shawl and is my shawl actually, and I worked it with a bulky yarn and a 5 millimeters hook. So as you can see, so many possibilities with just one beautiful pattern. Okay, so hope you enjoyed this pattern. See you at the next tutorial. Bye bye.